Now, this thing with Kendrick Lamar and Drake. I've got a chance to listen to both their debates. And let me mark this down. And what I've concluded, what the so fuss about between these two guys, is that this so-called rap battle, Reddit, and I think it's more orchestrated and constructed for a lot of people to consume and be distracted. That's me. But if we're going to go there, and I probably will go there, I look at, what Drake has said on his lyrics, going back and forth with Drake, was very much profound. And not only profound, but I'll be honest with you, gentlemen and ladies, that is the business. We already know what goes in entertainment, whether Hollywood, music, acting, etc. It is a weirdo business where they do a lot of weirdo stuff. That means they have crazy intercourse with random people. They do random drugs, and even go as far as mess with young people. That's the business. So when I actually listen to the records between Kendrick and Drake, the back and forth, I hear more people sway to Kendrick Lamar win, which I heard, and he won very much in fashion because he don't just put out words or poems. He puts serious punchlines that really make you start really critically think about not only Drake, but general artists in the business that came up. And one thing I would say this, both Kendrick and Drake are only maybe 2 years or a year apart from each other. One born 87, one probably born 85, 86. I think Drake's born either 85, 86. And Lamar obviously is born 1987. These are the last dime breed, especially with Kendrick Lamar, of actual artists that take pretty to their craft. And why I say this, because there are too many artists for the last decade and moving forward are mumble rappers, which means I don't understand a word they effing say. But I could definitely sure understand what Kendrick is saying in his lyrics, including Drake. He has ghostwriters, which that's another thing that was really expressed because it don't take you a while to come up with a diss record after one person throw either the punch and then all of a sudden Kendrick came out with something and it took you a few days from here for a response. Even to the things what he has done behind closed doors, Drake, and he had to shut it down after that. And I get it, because he touched a nerve. Now, regardless if he, abused his own girlfriend or future wife, if Kendrick's married, I look at that as okay, he did that. Possibly. But what is it with you with these younger women? Even to the point, if y'all remember, when Pusha T came out with a diss track against Drake, that he had a kid, lo and behold, eventually his kid was revealed and it came out after that. So if you are so pressured to reveal that you have an outside baby by a so-called adult star, what babies you have out here that now you have to really shut this battle back and forth now, which really you should have went back and forth because you're not that artist. Drake's not that artist. When we hear Drake, I look at you as a guy that mostly sings. If he raps, I always question who writes it personally. I don't see you as that talented artist from I'm hearing your music throughout the years. Besides the 2009 album, which is pretty good, but I never was thinking back then that there were ghostwriters. I didn't know about that until a few years later. And now I got to think of some of these artists now, like Drake or anybody else, that how much you put into your craft. Are you, because you made money now, are you even doing the work or are you letting somebody else do the work for you? Because last time I checked, Kendrick Lamar, from how he able to put out diss track, this is a man coming out his cranium and out his mind with the right beat, just sitting here hammer you. I think this is the rap battle that he should never step into, Drake. But I understand that you need the attention. And I've seen other artists start to follow suit. Even to the point where I hear it got a little violent. this week between the two of them, which I think that's orchestrated, but that's just me. Overall, my conclusion to this scenario of their so-called back and forth, I tell people many times, don't take it seriously. This is it's just entertainment business. If it was really that serious, someone would be on the line, one of them. If it didn't get to that point, it's all constructed, it's all orchestrated at the end of the day. But I'll tell you one thing, enjoy the music because it was sure as hell entertaining, hearing the back and forth. And yes, Kendrick had some serious words and lines in his lyrics that really favored him to be the victor of this. I'm not so fond of between the dark skin, light skin, black men or semi black men. I look at what material you put out there in the airways. Can I relate to it? If it doesn't make me think really about you in a very fashionable, elegant way with the lyrics, you got some work to do. You need to go back in the drawing board. I think you should go back and start think about who's writing your lyrics to battle another rapper that out of his own cranium and less time can prepare to say, this is how I'm going to take you out. I'm going to use this punchline. Boom, boom, boom. You come up with some this week. I got some really lined up. It shouldn't take that long to respond. He should never attempt. He should let Kendrick did one thing and that's it. He should never gone back and forth. I think when he allowed to keep going back and forth, now people are going to start questioning who you are as a rapper. So maybe they're going to question who are you as a character, as a person. Now, a lot of people say that Kendrick should respond to him doing some things to his baby mama and so. And maybe he should have. But the problem is Drake is not that person that really needs a response. If it take you a while to really come with a furrow back punch come back after Kendrick laid the blow, it tells me you're not really ready for this. This is not your lane. I think Chris Brown will be better suited as an opponent because if you think about back then with Chris Brown is actually could rap. He just turned singer because a lot of people that's close to him said it makes more sense and he'll probably make more money singing, which makes more sense and it works well to him. Besides what he did to, which I don't care about that either because that was over a decade ago. Personally. And we know what went into that mishap between Chris Brown and the chick. But other than that, if you're not a battle rapper, stay out of the arena. Because if you step into arena where a man that has no conscience to go back and forth with you with lyrics, with song after song, you put yourself at risk. And I think that's what Drake did. That's why Drake had to squash it immediately. Has to end it right there. Because now it's getting people thinking. And people that's listening to the chat room know what I'm saying. Once people start really questioning and think about these things of if it's alleged, now it puts you at a very vulnerable spot as an artist. Because now people go, and here's the funny thing. You have sponsorships and stuff that's looking at this. And they look at that. If you're saying this and put it very clear where people now question it, you're going to lose sponsorships. So Drake should never gone further with this battle, in my opinion. If that's what Kendrick knows. But we already know that's part of business. All that weirdo stuff, that's part of the business. But to let it be known throughout the airwaves where people could listen to in the internet, where it starts to get more attention and goes viral, and people start questioning, you are in trouble, buddy. Yeah. So I'm looking at chat room. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I think people got my point. All right. So that's my point in regards to my view between Kendrick and Drake. And I didn't want to talk about this, but I miraculously listened to it. And I am impressed with what Kendrick wrote and put out. I'm somewhat impressed to Drake to a degree, but when I listen to as it keep going, I'm very much less impressed with Drake. And I think Drake kind of shooting himself in the foot going back and forth with Kendrick. It's better if he just went one time and just be about that. He should never gone back and forth because I think going back and forth is going to reveal what he is as an artist. And I would say, buddy, you better off staying doing the singing music. The battle thing, that's not your lane. Stay away from that. That's my take. And I would say if it's any advice, which no one cares, that's my overall look. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I know I did. I enjoy it well. Also, the links to follow me are above, and Queen of Virtue put in the chat room, but I'm gonna repeat it. The links to follow me, you can follow me at Chaos Rain 7 on Twitter. You can add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook. Also, please follow me on Rumble. There's my link to become a member of the channel as well. Some membership perks, so I appreciate it. I want to grow the membership on my membership own, so I could do some videos, membership only, but I need a lot of members for that. But until then, please become a member of the Chaos Rain Show as well. Also, join the Discord service as well to the Chaos Rain Show as well. And I think that's pretty much it. You know, looking forward to hearing you in the comment section of this video. Thank you for watching, listening, and like always, the Chaos Rain.